Hey, everybody, got some Judge Fleischer for you.
Yes, sir.
Are you Kendria Barnes?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Barnes, you're now charged with assault family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, man. Okay.
On June 9th, 2024, officer was dispatched to a disturbance of an unknown weapon at South Dairy Ashford and Westheimer Road. Officers met with the complainant, who stated that the defendant started a verbal altercation with him on the street. The defendant then began to follow the complainant, and as the complainant tried to walk away, the defendant began grabbing at the complainant's arms, scratching him, and then threw a brick at him, striking his back, causing him pain. Officers arrived and detained the defendant. The defendant was ID'd by his Texas driver's license. And this was a previous dating relationship, Judge.
Number one, no aggravated assault.
Okay. But
Number one,
I see that there was a previous AFM that was dismissed just outside of a year ago, but no aggravating factors that have been looked at.
same complaining witness.
Yes, Judge.
Really?
Yes, Judge.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now ordering you not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to do everything in my power to protect everyone in this county. If that means locking you up and giving you a $50,000 bond, Ms. Barnes, I'm going to do it in a heartbeat. This is your fourth case within the last within the last year, so it's your third case. No more. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, I will put you in jail. Likewise, any dope. I'm sending you now for a drug test because I want to know what, if anything, is in your system. What do you do for a living, man? What do you do for a living?
I work and I take care of my kids because their dad is incarcerated, so I don't have nobody to take care of my kids but me. And
What do you do for work?
I work at Chili's. I just got a job this month.
Talk to them. I'd like to send her right now for a drug test, please. Okay, I'm gonna have you sign the conditions. I'm sending you for a drug test now. You must report back here to court. If you do not, I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yes,
I'm telling you now, you pick up any new cases, you try to have contact with this person, I will put you in jail. I'm going to make your bond sky high. And consider this, if you're in jail for an extended period of time, who do you think is gonna get custody of those kids? Probably someone that you don't like. So consider that when you're out there in the free world. Do you understand?
yes, sir.
Okay.
All right, right this way. Page 4, Bonilla, come on up.
No, sir.
Tracy, so no contact and no weapons, please, with the complaint witness as well.
Go ahead, Tracy, behind you. Oh, this is page 4, Bonilla.
Same thing. He's gonna go with Tracy right now to go take a drug test as well. I remember you, Mr. Bonilla. You took off on me last time when I sent you for a drug test. We're gonna do this right over again. Every time you come here, we will do the same thing. You understand?
No, I got housing, sir. I got housing on Thursday. And Fifth Ward, it's like it's business aftercare, business home recovery, business recovery home.
Question is, are you off the dope?
Yes, sir. I haven't done it since like 6 days, 7 days.
I'm gonna test you right now. I wanna know.
Yes, sir.
You know, Mr. Bonilla, no more dope. Otherwise, I will put you into a treatment facility here with the jail foreman with me. You understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
No more dope. As it stands now, you're charged with the theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. Okay, let's send him for now. And then Sonia's still represented, so we'll just keep her on. I'm sending you for a drug test. You must come back here. This is your second PR bond. You will not get another one. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Come back. Good things will happen if you do. If you don't, it's not going to go well for you. I promise you, Mr. Winnie. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Head on that
Right
way.
this way. All right, page 7, Koopa. Right this way.
Who's this?
Mr. Krupa, Your Honor.
Alejandro Cupa. Mr. Cooper, you're charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
2024, officer was dispatched to a physical disturbance at 1726 Switzer Avenue. He made contact with the complainant, who stated that his vehicle had been broken into. Witness, who is the complainant's brother, advised that a Hispanic male broke into the car and that he began fighting the defendant. Complainant and witness pinned him down until police arrived. Officers observed the steering column to be broken and the handle of the door to have been broken off. The approximate damage to the car was $900. He has no criminal history.
Mr. Cooper, how old are you, sir? Who do you live with now? Are you here with any of your parents now? Go get them for me, please. Do they speak English or Spanish? Are you mom? Come up, please. Thank you so much for coming. Are you familiar with what happened? Were you able to hear? Would you prefer me, you speaking well, English well enough? Do you want a translator or no?
No, sir. I speak English.
Okay. He's charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. He's facing a year in jail. And did you hear what happened or no? Would you, okay, would you mind repeating it for me, please?
On June 5th, 2024, officer was dispatched to a physical disturbance at 1726 Switzer Avenue. They made contact with the complainant, who stated that his vehicle had been broken into. The witness, who is the complainant's brother, advised that a Hispanic male broke into the car and that he began fighting the defendant. The complainant and witness were able to pin him down until police arrived. Officers observed the steering column to be broken and the handle of the door to have been broken off. The approximate damage to the car was $900.
Okay. You were able to hear.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What do you do in life, Mr. Cooper?
My job right now.
Did you graduate high school? Wrong move. You will do that now. Your first mission in life is to, at the very minimum, get a high school diploma, because if you don't do that, you will end up nowhere and in the gutter making pennies on the dollar. Where everybody else is making good money, you will make nothing without, at a minimum, a high school diploma. So you will either get back into high school or you will get your GED. And if you do none of those two things, life is not going to go for you well here with me. Do you catch my drift? Tell me, has he been behaving with you?
Yes, sir.
What time of day or night was this now?
This was gonna be 22:56 hours, so just shy of, just before midnight, Judge.
I'm now giving you a curfew as well, and I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you so I know where you are at all times. You will now have a curfew of 9 p.m. If you do not abide by this curfew, I will revoke your bond. I will put you in jail, and I'm telling you now, it's going to be very, very high. If I go drug test you right now, what's going to show up? Sorry? Like what? What else? What else? You know what else is going to show up?
That's all I can think of.
What else?
That's all I can think of.
I'm sending you for a drug test. Look at mom. Look. You know that 3 weeks ago, we had someone here with this same type of case shot by a shotgun because they broke into the wrong person's car. You live in Houston, dude. You don't live in Montana, Wyoming. In Houston, people like their guns and they like their cars. And when you mess with the wrong person, they're going to shoot you dead. And I'm telling you, because it happened here 3 weeks ago. Mom, I will give you my card. If he ever gives you any problem, just let me know and I will straighten him out for you. I want him to follow your rules. I'm telling you, any problem he gives you, whatever, if he gives you bad attitude, let me know. I will straighten him out for you. As it stands now, his first mode of business now is to get your diploma and stay out of trouble. I'm going to send you for a drug test now because I want to know everything that's in your system. And if I find some hardcore stuff, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand? You must come back right after the drug test. I'm going to give you a lawyer. And I'm going to tell you this now, Mr. Cooper. If you pick up any more cases, you violate any of these conditions, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. And let me tell you, 17-year-olds that go into jail here in Harris County, they're going to treat you like a rag doll. Do you understand? Okay. So if we can reach out to the MAC, Mr. Cooper, I'm going to have you first sign a reset. After that, I'm going to get you with Tracy. We're going to send you for a drug test. You must come right back here as soon as you're done. Do you understand? Okay.
GPS today?
Yeah. And then, Mom, here's my card. If you ever have any, if you have any issues, please call me and we will try to get it straightened out. Okay? Okay, please don't leave because he's got to come back. I'll explain about the GD process, but with him and with the lawyer.
Dockery, page 8.
Ashton Dockery. Mr. Dockery, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you. What's the confusion? You don't have a court-appointed lawyer, sir. I'm telling you what you're charged with, the range of punishment, and that we're going to do probable cause. So hang tight. He's going to tell us what happened. Okay.
On June 5th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a family disturbance. Complainant 1 stated that he and the defendant are brothers living within the same household for approximately 3 months, and they were involved in an argument that turned physical over bills. Defendant came home from work and began slamming doors and yelling. Complainant 1 asked the defendant to leave during the argument because he was being loud and out of control. During their exchange of words, the defendant punched complainant 1 5 times with a closed fist to the face and kicked him in the stomach, causing him pain and discomfort. Officers saw complainant 1 with a laceration to the center of his forehead, mouth, and fresh blood around his face. Complainant 2 is the mother of the defendant, and while trying to separate complainant 1 and the defendant from fighting, the defendant struck her with a closed fist 2 times to the right side of her forehead, causing her pain and discomfort.
We only have one charge of assault. Is that intentional or unintentional? Do we know if they're going to charge again?
Judge, that I do not know. I don't see anything about, we haven't been able to reach out to speak to them. I know we've tried to speak to both of them. We haven't been able to make contact with them.
Okay. Mr. Dockery, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with either of the complaining witnesses in this case. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons. If you violate this condition, I will revoke your bond. I will put you in jail. You got out because we gave you a free bond. You will not get another one. If you violate these conditions, if you pick up a new case, you will be put back. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Okay. A protective order has been issued in this case, June 6th. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate that protective order, the state will file an additional case against you, a violation of a protective order, and that's one of the worst cases you can pick up. What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm an engineer and I also work at a nursing home.
Okay. We're gonna reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm gonna have you go to Victoria. We're gonna have you sign a reset. After that, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the jury box. So we'll get bond conditions for you. We'll have you sign it and then you'll be free to go. The only thing I'm asking you to do is don't pick up any new cases and don't have any contact with these people. That's it. The problem is I have a bunch of DAs here. I've got about 3 to 4, maybe 5 district attorneys here. Anything you say, they're gonna sit there and type it and use it against you. You will get the opportunity to fight this thing, just now's not the time. Okay? Come on. Can you file no contact and no weapons, please? Contact with either complaining, please.
Judge, I'm sorry, was that THA?
Yes, THA.
Next judge is page 13, Arden, come on up.
Yeah, there's a most states motions in there already. If you don't mind putting the queue. Bianca Harden.
Yes, young.
Harden, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, man.
On June 6, 2024, officer was dispatched to a family disturbance. Complainant advised that she and the defendant had been in a dating relationship for 2 years and they had separated about 4 months ago. Complainant advised that the defendant does not live with her and showed up unannounced and made entry into her apartment through an unlocked door. Complainant advised that she just wanted the defendant to leave and a criminal trespass warning issued. Defendant entered her vehicle and refused to leave after several lawful commands were given. Officers ordered the defendant to exit the vehicle. Officer opened the defendant's door and observed an unholstered, loaded Smith & Wesson gun on the driver's door panel. The defendant was ID'd by a prior booking photo and her full name and date of birth.
So she was driving in the car now?
She was seated inside of the car, Judge, whenever the officers told her to get out.
All right. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do we know whether the complaining witness in this case wants to have contact with her or no?
I don't know, Judge. The officers, I'm still waiting on the offense report. I don't have their information, J-Web, to be able to reach out to the complainant witness in this case, Judge.
Okay. Ma'am, until I know that they want to have contact with you, I'm ordering you not to have contact with them. Do you understand? Not to be in contact with them, not to be in possession of weapons. As long as you can abide by these conditions, you will be fine. If you violate them, I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds. Do you understand, ma'am?
Sir.
Tell me how old are you? What do you do for a living? Ma'am? How much money do you make a month?
About 2,300.
We're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box. We'll have you sign the bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go.
Okay.
Please. So can you file the no contact, no weapons?
Page 21, Quick, come on up. Quick, page 21.
Good morning, Ms. Quick. Ma'am, you're charged with false report to a police officer. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you.
On June 6, 2024, detectives were investigating a sexual assault. and they spoke with the officer who advised the defendant, advised him that she was sexually assaulted in room number 128 by the complainant while the witness, who is the complainant's girlfriend, watched. Detectives made contact with the defendant, who stated that about 2 years ago, they met up in a nightclub one time. Defendant stated that witness contacted her on Instagram asking if she and the complainant could stay with her and their mother, and she agreed. Defendant advised the complainant and witness entered the bathroom while she was in the shower and they began having sexual intercourse. She advised that she was going to get out of the shower and they stopped having sexual intercourse. Witness pushed her. Defendant attempted to grab a towel and complainant grabbed her by the arm, held her arms behind her back, and penetrated her vagina with its penis. Complainant said defendant did not ask her to join and that she did not consent to watching them have sexual intercourse and did not consent to the penetration. Complainant and witness consented to meetings and they advised that they have had threesomes. Defendant was taking a shower and she invited witness into the restroom and joined the defendant. Witness then peeked out of the restroom and invited the complainant into the shower. Defendant mentioned filming the encounter and putting it on OnlyFans. It was captured on her cell phone. After the threesome, the defendant's mother learned of the threesome and advised the defendant's boyfriend. Witness consented to a search of her cell phone, which revealed text messages from the defendant discussing the defendant's boyfriend being upset and 4 videos of the encounter and a photo of the 3 of them taking selfies in the mirror.
So where's the report?
I believe she reported that,
Convoluted, just,
yes, I believe the report was that she said the complainant and the witness, or that the witness was sexually assaulted by the complainant when the witness was saying that she did agree to having sex, Judge.
I don't know. I think that we need to do a deeper dive.
Yes,
Man,
Judge.
don't leave just yet. If you just have a seat for me in the jury box, I want to do a deeper dive to see if there is actual probable cause, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Judge page 26,
Okay.
Tejeda, come on up.
Judge, yes, sir. Okay, put the phone in your pocket. Oh, can you put that on the table? I can go either way. Hands out your pocket.
Okay. Just like this.
How many times do we have Mr. Tejeda's taken off on us? Your case is 236 days old and they gave you yet another PR bond. As far as I can count, I have at least 3 failure to appears. How many more do we actually have? 3? Sorry, dude. It's not happening. At some point, we got to say when. Now's that point. It goes with you. Please do not send him down. Can you reach out to the Mac, please?
Right, page 26, Thomas.
Anthony Thomas, come up. Good morning, Mr. Thomas.
Morning.
So you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews with the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 9th, 2024, officers with the Game Division Reduction Unit conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle with temporary tags that did not come back to any vehicle, as well as for not stopping before the sidewalk prior to exiting a private drive to the public roadway. Officers smelled the odor of marijuana from the vehicle. Defendant was the driver and the sole occupant. A PC search returned a Smith & Wesson 9mm in between the driver's seat and the center console, not in a holster, and no marijuana was found in the vehicle, Judge.
Where was the gun?
In between the driver's seat and the center console, not in the holster.
Okay, Mr. Thomas, I'm gonna find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you have a valid Texas driver license, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your
Yes,
name? Can you run his license for me, please? What do you do for a living, sir?
I just got a job at the Bush Airport as a wheelchair agent.
Okay, say it again?
Wheelchair agent, basically, the ones that push the older people, disabled, and if it- anybody like that to the plane.
How much money do you make a month?
I wouldn't know exact. Like I said, I just started, so I can't calculate that off my head.
It looks like the license expires in September 17th of 2024.
So he's still valid?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Do you see any prior criminal history
No, Judge.
other than this case? Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, sir? You can go hire one. I'll give you time. If you don't want to, at some point, come back to me and we can talk.
Can we talk about it now? 'Cause
No, you cannot. No, anything you say, they can and will use it against you. So you need a lawyer to represent you, just 100%. If you want to take time, we can give you time. You can always come back to us at a later time and request an appointed lawyer if you'd like, or you can take one now. Sorry?
So will there be a fee for that?
It depends on how much you make, right? So if you make above poverty and we find out that you do, then you'll be required to pay for the lawyer. But if you are indigent at that point, you will not be required to pay for a lawyer. That's why, because you're now starting work, I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. But if you come back and you find that you're making, $4,000, $5,000 a month, you're going to be required to at least pay for the appointed lawyer.
Yes, sir. I'm saying.
What do you want to do?
Sorry, man.
It's okay. You're doing great.
I really want to get this over with because with this.
That's the wrong attitude, Mr. Thomas, because when you do things quick like that, what kind of result are you going to get? Right.
I understand.
You're just now how old are you?
26.
You're just now starting to work for the next 40 years. You get a conviction like this, it's going to hamper you. I'm telling you now, you try to get a job where they're going to want you to have a gun. They're going to see that you have this gun case on your record. They're like, no, we're not going to give this guy a job. Right. By having a lawyer and doing stuff the right way, you probably will get a good result. It's your first time. I'm telling you, I'm giving you the opportunity. I'm damn near handing you a lawyer. You know what I mean? You want one? That's a good idea. Okay. I do need you to fill out an application for me. So deputy will give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Victoria, sign a reset. We'll just have you wait in the jury box and I'll have you talk to someone here momentarily. Okay? Please.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Operate anything special other than no contact, no drugs, no firearms?
Yeah, no contact with either complaining witness, no weapons. Yeah, that's it.
Random?
No, no. Mr. Wallace, good morning, sir. You're charged with false report to a police officer. What have you guys worked out?
Tom Sayers.
Mr. Wallace, you're charged with false report to a police officer. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. What have they worked out? 3-2?
3-2, yes.
You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. Understand you're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement today. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never change this. This will go on your record, Mr. Wallace. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. Do you understand, sir? You still want to do this? How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. Follow the agreement. I will roll your court costs so you won't owe anything. And good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Williams.
And we do have one more for,
Mr.
Is that him?
Wallace,
Brian Taylor. Yes.
What was the last name?
report to the first call.
Taylor.
and close
Taylor.
report calls.
Brian Taylor, Your Honor.
Okay.
There were two Taylors on the Docket, go straight up to the young lady next to the bill.
Which one are we going on now?
We're going on a criminal trespass. We're dismissing the failure to act.
Yes.
I'm gonna show you the right thumbprint, so you win, just set it straight down. Just straight down.
So you right now?
All right, step in between the two attorneys.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Taylor.
Morning, Your Honor.
So you're charged with two cases. You're charged with criminal trespass. You're also charged with failure to stop and give information, or I guess giving fictitious information. You're facing 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. On both of those cases, you worked out an agreement where they're offering you 27 days with credit for the 9 that you've already done on a criminal trespass, and they will dismiss your second case, the failure to identify oneself. Is this how you understand it?
Yes, sir. Excuse me, can I ask a question, sir? Sure. Does that mean I've got time to serve 9 days? Yes, sir.
You'll be
Thank
out
you, sir.
today.
Yes,
But
sir.
remember, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail with your criminal history. I would be very careful. Don't go back to this place because you're already on notice. If you go back to this place here, where are you gonna end up?
Here.
Right,
Yes, Your Honor.
go somewhere else.
Yes, Your
Do you
Honor.
understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this, you can never change this or undo this.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is what you want to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to it, and good luck to you, Mr. Taylor.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Mr.
Thank you.
Taylor, so-
And then Stephen, can you bring out Senegal when you get a chance?
Is,
Can you appoint someone to quit, please? Quit. One of them. Mr. Anderson, do you have a lawyer today?
So, staying there a couple more weeks, due to the snow.
No, it's over. Your case is literally 954 days old. We will give you a lawyer today, and we will do something today. It's time now. Take a seat from in the jury box. Mr. Andrews, do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. Remember I was telling you about my Texas. They mailed me a letter like 3 days before we had to fix on, and I had to send my information that I literally stayed there and I depended on all the information. That same week we had this storm. Whatever week there was, I'm waiting on my information for that green light to send it. Not yet.
What does the storm have to do with you hiring a lawyer?
Nah, that just let me know what week it was. I just remember that week.
Do you have a lawyer?
Not, you know, so, I'm waiting on my text.
Have you, do you work?
Not now since my little situation, and I can't work right now because Mother's Day was in a wreck with an Uber and broke this bone in my spine. So right now I'm on physical therapy. So,
How do you survive? How do you eat?
right. Well, my girl, she kind of stepped up for me because I was doing everything. She worked too.
You have kids?
I got a stepdaughter. It's like I treat her like mine.
So you don't have your own biological children? What's going on with this arson and assault of a peace officer upstairs?
Not seeing any offers or anything on those cases, Judge. I do see a note that defense attorney in McDonald's informed the court that defendant was kicked out of county and posted a bond on April 9th of 2024. I can look up what.
Wait, he picked up a new case.
I believe so, Judge. I'm running his information right now to see.
On his NCIC, you picked up a new case. It's not going to go well for you. Mr. Andrews, don't say anything. You have an evading arrest with me. You have 2 open felonies, an arson and an assault of a peace officer, and you pick up another case?
Yeah, I picked up another case.
I'm about to find out right now.
Check another.
Just take a seat for me at the juror box. Who's next? Good morning, Mr. Estrada Martinez. Do you have a lawyer today?
No, I'm not a lawyer.
Tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing about that?
I'm trying to figure out if you do a quarter point or something.
Do you work?
Uh,
Why not?
Man, just a few days, you know, I work for my brother. He got a business. I just help him with his help.
Yes?
No, I don't.
Don't you like money?
Yeah, I do.
So?
I'm not trying to have kids at the time. I don't need kids.
Say it again?
I don't need kids. Not at the moment, you know. It's not stable.
Need money, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I work a few days.
You graduate high school?
Yeah, I did, yes, sir. From Reagan High School. I'm sorry?
You want me to appoint you a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to require you as a condition of your bond to get a job. And you must get a job. I'm going to bring you back here in 2 weeks and I want you to show me what you've done to get a job. Mr. Estrada Martinez, if you've done nothing, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Sir.
You look high right
No, I
now.
don't even smoke. I don't do drugs. That's the funny thing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So if I send you for a drug test now, it's going to be negative.
Yeah, I don't smoke.
Telling me.
Yes, sir. I don't smoke.
Send it. And then I'll appoint your lawyer today, Mr. Martinez. I'm going to send you for a drug test. Come back and I'll have a lawyer waiting for you.
But what's the reason? I don't got no criminal, like I don't got no drugs.
No.
Yeah, all right.
Talk about that. Let's see. Come on.
I can get a lawyer though.
Bring it.
I get appointed lawyer though.
Yeah.
Go ahead and sign for your receipt.
Mr. Gorman, do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir, I do not.
What are you doing about that?
I have one to hire, Your Honor. I just haven't made it to him.
What are you waiting for?
I found one, I believe, 3 days ago that I can do the down payment for.
Okay.
And then I just haven't been able to get to him. So
When's
whenever
that gonna happen?
today, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll set you off for a week.
Yes, sir.
In a week, you'll have him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you got it.
Right this way. All right, there you go. You're free to go.
You have a lawyer today, Mr. Jones.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing about that?
When I go to court for my felony case, I'm signing for probation, and they telling me to, I guess they're gonna try to run the CT. I'm supposed to sign for the first certification.
Sir, you need a lawyer for that to happen.
I don't want for it to.
And what are you doing about that?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing about your lawyer situation?
It's another reset. I have one next time I come back.
You'll have one when you come back. All right. Come on, we'll do another reset.
I'll get you to sign. All right, Judge, next is page 18, Mosley, come on up.
Put it back on.
All right, go ahead and Sign for your visa.
Yes, yes, sir.
Take off.
Mr. Mosley, do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir. I live in Dallas. And my court date. Order in the court, the judge is having to raise his voice. If my lawyer will make it to court.
Say that again?
If you pay for my judge or make it to court, so I need like a little time. I mean, if you pay for my lawyer or make it to court, because I stay in Dallas. And I would have to pay round trip to get here and back every time.
You work?
Yeah, but I cut grass with my brother. He got like a lawn service. He paid me like maybe $200 a day. I work maybe 3-4 days out of the week for him. And other days, I have to watch my kids. My wife works. So we take.
Do you have any other open cases?
Yes, sir, in Dallas. But it was finna get. It's a long story.
What else does he have open?
It's in can we do that?
Stop.
Okay.
It's an ABI church in Collin County
When did he pick that up?
on May 9th, 2024.
He's just picked up another case. No, this case was in March. So 2 months later, you pick up another case. What's one of the things we ask you not to do, Mr. Mosley? No. What is one of the things that we ask you not to do?
I'll pick up another case, sir.
You done picked up another case. Goes with you. Can you please appoint him someone? This is not something where you negotiate like this. You need a lawyer to represent you in this, Mr. Smith. Do you have a lawyer today? What are you doing about it?
When I got arrested, they told me.
I'm not going to talk to you about the case.
You said they were gonna appoint me one.
No, it doesn't work like that. You have to qualify, meaning poverty level. Do you work? What do you do in life? How much money do you make a month? You support anyone?
I mean, my sister's living with me, but.
Okay, so that's a no. Okay, you don't qualify for an appointed lawyer, sir. If you need more time, I'm willing to give you more time. There's a gajillion lawyers in Harris County. It's a matter of you actually calling around, finding someone that you can afford. And then they, 99% will put you on a payment plan and you can pay as you go. A couple $100, they will represent you and try to negotiate the case for you. You cannot, this is not something that anything that you say, they're going to use it against you. They're not here to help you. You understand? Would you like more time? Okay. I will give you a month. Have you even tried to contact anyone? Okay, then you need to start doing that. Okay, get on Google. There's plenty of newspapers, different outlets. Start calling around and seeing what you can do. All right, please.
Page 25, Smith, Ronald, come on up. Go ahead and sign.
I love how Judge Fleischer doesn't just give them free lawyers. He makes them think about it and makes them sweat it out some. You saw the guy that had beat up his family. He just knew he was going to get a lawyer. And when he didn't, you saw the panic on his face. Maybe that'll make him think twice before beating up his family. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.